What is up, guys? It's That's Game here, and welcome back, or welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be making my Premier League predictions for the upcoming season. I'm hoping that my predictions for this season go better than they did for last season, because I got an amazing 0 correct. Yep, none. I got nothing right. Even my Golden Boot, my first manager sacked, my Carabao Cup winner and my FA Cup winner predictions were all wrong. So yeah, let's hope I can get more right in this video. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe as well. So let's get straight into the predictions, shall we? In at rock bottom 20th then, I've got Sheffield United. The Blades haven't made any significant signings yet on their return to the Premier League, and they've sold two of their biggest players in Sander Berge and Ilman and Dye. I think Sheffield United will do their best to stay up, and they might pull a shock result here or there, but I just don't think that'll be enough for them this season, and they could end up having a disaster season. In 19th, and joining Sheffield United being relegated, is going to be Luton. It was a dream for Luton finally reaching the Premier League, but I just can't see it being a dream any longer. With no significant big player signings and their home ground being out of commission for several weeks, I think this will have a huge impact on Luton, and it won't help their long-awaited return to the top of the English football pyramid, and they will be going down in 19th. The third team to be relegated will be Nottingham Forest. Last season, Notts Forest did really well in managing to secure safety, but this season I just don't think that will happen. I think the signings of Anthony Elanga and Matt Turner will massively improve their squad, but I just can't see Notts Forest surviving another season in the Premier League. I just don't think they have the qualities to stay up. Just surviving the drop, I have Burnley in 17th. I think Vincent Kompany did a great job bringing Burnley back to the Premier League, but I think it's yet to be seen how his style of football will hold up against the best quality teams. After making 9 decent signings, I think it will be a tricky season for the Lancashire club, finishing in 17th, but you never know what could happen in the Premier League. In 16th, I predict Everton. I think Sean Dyche will have the Toffees playing decent football week in, week out, but it's just whether the players can manage it. The likes of Yerry Mina, Andros Townsend and Tom Davies leaving on a free will impact the squad, and it's yet to be seen whether Damari Gray will still be an Everton player by the end of the transfer window. I think it will be another tough season for Everton, but one I'm predicting they will survive, finishing in 16th. In 15th, I've got Wolves. It hasn't been a good transfer window for Wolves at all. They've lost Diego Costa and João Moutinho on frees, as well as selling Connor Cody, Nathan Collins, Raul Jimenez and Ruben Neves, and they haven't replaced them. I think this Wolves squad will be stretched, and this will play a huge factor in deciding where the Midlands club will finish. As well as replacing their manager, I think this will be a bad season for Wolves, and they could fall as low as the relegation zone. Into 14th, and I'm predicting Bournemouth. This is one place higher than the Cherries finished last season, but with only 4 new confirmed signings and a new manager in Andoni Iraola, I can't see a high finish for the Cherries, but I still think they'll do quite well this season, and they'll have a strong mid-table finish as long as the results go their way and they don't concede too many goals. 13th is going to be West Ham. The Irons have left it late to conduct their transfer business, with Edson Alvarez joining from Ajax and bids being accepted for James Ward-Prowse and Harry Maguire, but it's yet to see if those transfers will go through. I think it will be a rocky start to the season, but I think they should recover and get themselves up the table. I think West Ham will also have a good run in the Europa League this season, but I don't think they'll win it. But as long as those games don't affect the Premier League run too much, they should definitely be finishing in 13th. In 12th, I think it's going to be Fulham. Fulham have won 3 out of their 4 pre-season games, and I think that the 2 confirmed signings of Raul Jimenez and Calvin Bassey will improve their squad depth, and with links to Damari Gray, their squad will only get better. Fulham will definitely have a strong mid-table finish this season as long as they continue their good form from the last campaign as well as pre-season. In 11th will be Crystal Palace. This will be back-to-back 11th finishes from the London club. After losing Wilfried Zaha, but bringing in players like Jefferson Lerma and future star Matheus Franca, I can only see Roy Hodgson guiding Crystal Palace to a strong and confident finish in mid-table. It's just yet to be seen whether those new signings and any more new signings they make will impact their season positively. At 10th, I'm predicting Brentford. I think the Bees will struggle with the loss of Ivan Toney for a couple of months, but I think the 8 signings they've made so far will help them coast along until their star man is back to help them. Down 1 place from last season isn't too bad after only winning 1 of their 5 pre-season games. I think Brentford just needs to hold out until Ivan Toney is back to fire them up to a strong finish. This is where I started to have trouble predicting where teams are going to finish where. I think any of the next 9 teams could finish in any of the positions 1 to 9, just after having freak seasons or whatever else. I've done my best at trying to predict these positions and I'm quite confident with them, but like I said, anything could happen and any of these teams could finish anywhere. In 9th, I'm predicting Spurs. With Harry Kane looking to be on his way out of the London club for Bayern Munich, I think they'll really struggle to find goals, which means they'll struggle to get points. After a mixed bag of pre-season's results, I can't see Spurs finding much form. With 6 strong first-team signings so far, I can only see Spurs improving more by bringing in further reinforcements. The void left by Harry Kane, I think, will be irreplaceable and they will really struggle to fill it, but I think Spurs will still finish in the top half of the table as long as they can find form. In 8th, I've gone with Brighton. Brighton are a hard team to try and predict. I think with McAllister and Sanchez transferring to other Premier League teams, and maybe Caicedo too, Brighton have lost quite a lot of quality. Hopefully their new signings can help them have a strong top half of the table finish and give them many points and many wins. I'm sure they'll be entertaining to watch again this season, Brighton. Hopefully they can have a good run in Europe as well, and hopefully that won't affect where they finish in the Premier League. 7th, I'm predicting Chelsea. After winning the Premier League Summer Series over in the US, letting several of their first team players leave doesn't seem to have affected them too much. Chelsea seem to have found some good form. The new signings appear to be good improvements and they don't look like they're going to stop signing at the minute. I just don't think Chelsea will have enough in them this season to finish higher than 7th. Into 6th, and the first team for Europa League football, I'm predicting Aston Villa. After a very positive pre-season and transfer window, I think the Midlands club will have a great campaign. The signings of Yuri Tielemans, Pau Torres and Moussa Diaby have made the Villains squad all that more strong, and I think they will be a team to watch this season. I think they will be impressive and very, very strong. So let's see how good Aston Villa can be this season. Newcastle are my prediction to finish 5th this season. Bringing in quality players like Sandro Tonali, Harvey Barnes and Livramento will definitely improve their squad depth. I just think that with the added pressure of playing in Europe for the first time, it will affect their performances in the Premier League. And with other teams around them improving and having that European experience, I think Newcastle will just drop down to 5th while still being a very good team, securing points and getting wins. Top 4 time, and the first team to get Champions League football, I'm predicting, will be Liverpool. I think the Reds have bought and sold well this summer, with more signings looking to come in. I think their form will massively improve this season from last, but I still think that they will falter at some point this season, which will result in them finishing 4th. I think they will have a good European campaign, as well as good runs in both cups, but I still think that they will finish 4th. In 3rd, I'm predicting Manchester United. I've very nearly placed United in 2nd, but I think it will be very close up at the top of the table this season. The Red Devils have been excellent in this transfer window with both their signings and outgoings. Andre Onana is my player to watch this season, as his signing improves the quality of football Manchester United are able to play. A second, third finish in a row for Manchester United would be good, but I wouldn't be surprised if they finish higher. I also think that they're going to have a good run in the Cups and in Europe. In 2nd then, it's going to be Arsenal. I think that quality signings in the window like Declan Rice are going to massively help Arsenal in those tough games and help them get results. But one factor which plays in this decision to put Arsenal 2nd is that Gabriel Jesus will be out for several weeks, if not a couple of months, with an injury. Without his presence up front, I think Arsenal will struggle occasionally, meaning that they will miss out on the title for a 2nd year running. That means then that Manchester City will win the Premier League again this season. Pep always seems to find a way to win and get Man City playing better than the season before. I don't think that the loss in the Community Shield to Arsenal will affect City's performance going into their first game against Burnley. City have also improved in the transfer market and are still looking to bring in a couple more signings. I think that this City team will be difficult to stop, but as we have seen in the Premier League, quite often things don't stick to the script, and maybe we can see an upset this season with another team winning the Premier League. The Golden Boot winner, I'm predicting to be Erling Haaland. I think he's just going to outscore everybody again, and especially with Harry Kane looking to be leaving for Bayern, his nearest competition is leaving, so he's definitely nailed on to get the Golden Boot again next season. In my original predictions for this season, I did predict Julian Lopetegui to be the first manager of the season to get sacked, but he left his position as Wolves manager a couple of days before I could actually record this video. So my second choice to be the first manager sacked is going to be Paul Heckingbottom of Sheffield United. I don't think he's going to be able to get the results necessary to make Sheffield United's owners confident of staying in the Premier League, and I think they will just replace him early on into the new season. The FA Cup winner, I'm predicting to either be Liverpool or Aston Villa. Villa are my team to watch this season because I just think they're going to be really, really good. And I think if Liverpool want to call this season a successful one, they definitely need to win a trophy or at least challenge for the league. And last but not least, the Carabao Cup winner. I think it will be Manchester United again. I just think Manchester United will win another trophy this season, whether it's going to be the FA Cup, the Champions League, the Carabao Cup, or the Premier League. I just think I've got a confident feeling about Manchester United this season, so I'm predicting that they will retain the Carabao Cup. Well, there you have it, guys. My Premier League predictions for the upcoming season. What do you guys think of my predictions? Do you agree or disagree with any of them? What would you change? let me know down in the comments section. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video, and please remember to subscribe and like the video. It's greatly appreciated. Keep your eyes out for new content coming on the channel. I'm trying to do something new with my next video coming out, so keep an eye out for that. Thanks for watching. That's game.